Hello, welcome and welcome back. This is Jacob and today we are going to be continuing the Let's Play for Reamers 1999. So then, I know it's been a while since the last episode. I know very well, trust me. I am trying to find a time to dedicate to not just this Let's Play, but the other two Let's Plays as well. But apparently, over with Hypergriff and aka Arcanists, they're just not letting me breathe even for a whole week. Not only was there a completely new main story chapter over the last month, now there is a completely new side story as well. Oh boy, let me tell you how much work the last month and continuing into this month now as well is it's gonna be, yeah, it's a lot. Like this week already has been from Monday until Thursday for those two big 2-hour plus episodes that went up for Arcanists on the channel. I've already spent like 30 plus hours of work behind the scenes on those two. Oh my god. Arcanists is lucky that stuff is interesting, and I'm having fun doing the voiceover for the thing and improving on myself essentially. So they're lucky. No, joking aside, it's a fun time, but yeah, it's taking a lot of time behind the scenes to finish that stuff, and everything else is pretty much being pushed back and suffering because of it. But regardless, hopefully soon the schedule will be actually back on track a bit more normally, not just for this, but for the other two Let's Plays, as I said, because after this new side story, I think they're dropping in a rerun story from last year, and that is gonna be my nice chill period of at least 2 or 3 weeks, hopefully, which would be very nice, because I think that period of time is gonna overlap with my birthday next month. So I would really appreciate it if I get some free time around my birthday, and don't have to do a voiceover episode for Arcanists, at least for a change around that time. Anyway, we'll see when the time comes. But yeah. Anyway, speaking of time investment and progression, last time we went through the story for Lucy. And it was definitely an interesting story, and again, like I said at the end of the previous episode, at least it's been a while, from what I remember, I said at the end of the last episode, that definitely an interesting view on the whole concept of time from the perspective of someone who can live for long periods of time and not, well, die at least from old age, at least from what we know about the Awakened so far, I guess. I don't even remember if it was ever brought up that any of them can die from old age. They just seem like they can keep on going forever, if nothing actually kills them outright. But yeah, also last time, as I was talking about it at the end of the last episode, I couldn't remember if there was, or did I mention it in the comments? I think I said it in the comments. I couldn't remember if there was anything about her story shown in the character story, because I did watch both character stories for Lucy and Kakania when I was done with chapter 7, and I went and skimmed through the trailer back last time, and there was literally like 3 seconds. I think there was like literally one frame and like maybe a sentence or two said about the whole about her whole character story essentially. Very interesting, but honestly also not the first time I've seen like a character trailer where it's only loosely connected to what the story in the character story is about, like the trailer to the character story, and that's very interesting, honestly, that they're doing it a lot of times this way, Lucy specifically. But regardless, the story was very interesting. The whole handing down of progress through time, through generations, to someone down the line who will be able to finish the project. And yeah, honestly, looking back on it, I mean, most people will probably get behind why those people felt the way they did, right? They started a project. I mean, even right now, it doesn't matter if you're into science or anything in a scientific field. If you start working on something, most people will want to try and finish it either as soon as possible or while they still can. I can vouch for myself, for example, again, to connect to what I was saying at the beginning of this video. one of the recent episodes for Arcanists. I think it's the second to last part of the main story thing that I was doing. I was done recording and everything for it, and I was like, okay, I just need to edit this episode right now, and I can go to bed. And I started very late in the evening. It was close to midnight. I took a break, got something to eat, watched some anime with a buddy, and it was already 2 a.m. by that point, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna finish editing now, and then I'm gonna go to bed. And I started editing. It was already 4 a.m. I was still not done, and I was still recording a couple of extra bits for the whole thing, but I still kept pushing myself to the point of, okay, look, I'm in the mood right now, I'm in the motion, I know what I want to do with these little bits, I want to finish this and then hit the button and I'll go to bed, because it's gonna take 2 hours anyway to render the episode at least. And by the time it was done, or rather I was done with it, it was already 7 a.m. I can be very stubborn a lot of times when it comes to my own work on certain things, so I do kind of understand the characters of the previous story quite a lot of, you know, you start something, you want to see it to fruition, you want to see progress on it, you want to see it done, and obviously if you can't, then you're gonna feel bummed out. Definitely. But Lucy's story definitely had one like probably not intended inspiration, but it definitely reminded me of something, and it honestly only hit me that it reminds me of something after I saw comments of the last episode, and and one person who put it pretty directly was from Dika_2, who said this story has Freeren vibes. Oh my god, you know what? That didn't even... Again, I was thinking throughout the story that it reminds me of something, but it didn't hit me until the very end that it was Freeren. And yeah, definitely has that whole aspect of, I live for a long time, I can wait to see results of this project down the line, and I can tell humans just to, hey, you can't finish it right now, just keep progressing as much as you can, give it to someone else, and they will... like give it to your descendant or someone who is gonna take your work over and let them continue. But obviously Lucy doesn't really get the whole thing until later as well. Plus Freeren pretty much is in the same headspace as well for a long time. For them it's kind of like a thing of you wake up, you blink, you see a human in front of you, you blink again, suddenly a human is married, has kids, you blink again, they're old, have a kid, right? Their view of time and progression is definitely on another level compared to a normal human being that is there for like a fraction of their life. But yeah, it was a very interesting story, and I did get also corrected in the comments about the whole, because I was thinking that the thing that was being developed in the whole thing was what are they called again? The flying devices that Ilya, for example, is using and stuff like that. But this was something completely different. But yeah, anyway, Dika, thank you very much for that comment. really settled my brain down to be like, oh yeah, this is what this reminds me of. But yeah, very, very fun. Also, I saw it brought up in the comments of the previous episode that something about the Awakened, essentially, how each one of them is kind of, and I think someone brought this up to me a long while ago when we were talking about the Awakened in the past as well, that each of them is kind of like representing of an idea or progress or something, like an achievement of humanity. So I saw it brought up in the previous episode as well that like Lucy essentially is the representation of both progress and the steam engine. Apple, for example, is tied to Newton, of course. Miss Radio is very obvious what she is representing, aka the radio waves and stuff like that. But yeah, very interesting thing. Oh, and one more important thing, I got linked a couple of images from I think it was from the anniversary stream, if I remember correctly, from a year ago, when Vertin was coming out, and on the stream they were talking about Lucy and her previous iterations. They were even showing like concept blueprints of how Lucy looked through the ages, essentially, which I'm actually gonna put up on the screen right now, just so everybody sees them, in case people are new, didn't see the old streams. I definitely did not see that stream. But yeah, very interesting from her like first conceptual model, then to the humanoid looking models. And yeah, very interesting. I do understand that they didn't have probably the time or resources to invest enough time into developing and you know, making a model for Lucy for each one of the different time frames, because essentially she should have started up with like a humanoid body that looks like that is powered by a steam engine, then moves on to the next iteration, and then moves on to the version that we know nowadays, the last one. But yeah, a bit sad that they didn't have the time to actually put those into the game, because that would have been fun just to see. But a good reference thing to have in mind when thinking about the last story, the last episode of Lucy's story that we did last time. And just keep in mind that, yeah, she definitely looked very different through the ages. Her mech suit essentially has gone through definitely some upgrades since the beginning. I wonder, considering that we're obviously stuck in this game's universe of going backwards in time, I do wonder how far they could, like, if time would actually progress forward, how far they could push her body and technology for her body to like look. I mean, they're already kind of applying the whole human look to her, right, in bits and pieces. I do wonder how much more they could push it forward if time would actually be moving forward, right? But anyway, today we are going to be checking out the story for Campania. And here I'm very interested what this is going to cover, because I do roughly remember the trailer. I know it was set in Vienna and everything. I do wonder if this is going to be connected back to the whole story of both chapters 6 and 7 of what was happening in the background, or maybe just leading up to the whole thing. Let's see. Oh, are we starting? Oh, we're immediately starting. Okay, this is one of those. This is one of those. Uh-oh. What is lurking in the mirror? Grief. What is stirring beyond the wall? Calamity. Anna Akhmatova. Oh.
Is this so?
We're starting here? Uh-huh.
Look, it's no harder than tying a sailor's hitch.
I have a feeling this is the main character story for the chapter, isn't it? If it's gonna be that hard connected to main story.
Maybe it can protect us from this disaster. Yes, right. It is as simple as this. Right.
It is as simple as this. Oh boy. Oh wow, they're reusing the animation as well. She holds up the knot in her hand. But there are no cheers of jubilation. Despite the knots in her hands, the people around her have all started to melt away. Yeah. Oh yeah, the brooch, right. She's the only survivor. Her arm drops to her lap and she looks absently at the knot in her hand. This is the only thing she could do. Good. This is it? Oh, thanks for this reminder. Oh boy, this is starting off great. This is starting off great. Do you have 8 of these? You do have 8 of these. Okay, okay. Oh, before I jump into the proper part 1 here, I did get asked, and now, and that reminded me as well, I obviously do not have Cacania in game, so I won't be able to do the whole voice line thing and the item thing. I do, however, at the end of the episode still want to look up the 3-part story that comes with the character. I'll do that from the wiki. And I was asked to look at the, I think it was the wilderness conversation between her and Isolde. I'll do that at the end of the episode. I'm curious. Oh, what is that one gonna be about? Anyway, Tristan Cord. Alright, so is this gonna continue? Laplace Rehabilitation Center. Okay, so I'm gonna guess this is gonna... At least part of the story is gonna continue off of chapter 7? Ma'am, listen. Can you please put that down first? Eyes empty, she ignores the researcher's tentative advice and continues to grasp the shard in her palm. It's a shard of a mirror. Oh boy, what are you thinking about? Her mirror shattered during the storm. This is one piece of it. But she can't recall who broke it. Perhaps it was some frantic passerby, or simply herself. Cacania fights against her impulse to grasp the shard even tighter. There is already a cut in her hand. It would be best not to make it deeper. The Foundation made a mistake. They failed to check her handbag for any dangerous items. I mean, I guess through the whole confusion and how fast they had to react to stuff, they probably didn't do thorough enough checks on people who were coming into the Foundation at that point. So stuff slips through the cracks. Ma'am, the Foundation will accept you as a refugee in accordance with the Storm Act. And according to Article 43, Section 2 of the Act, if a person has survived the storm with no obvious side effects, they will be put under quarantine control. It also says, under special circumstances, ask a member of staff involved in immunity protection production to intervene. So we've invited Madame Lucy, the... Oh, Lucy's gonna appear here? The lead of immunity equipment production, to come and speak with you. Please put down the sharp object and wait. She's interrupted by the clanging of steel footsteps and a voice from outside the room. I have been informed that I am needed here. Madame Lucy, that was quick.
Madam.
Madame Lucy, is that you? The footsteps grow steadily louder until Madame Lucy is standing squarely in the doorframe.
Correct.
Yes, it is me. And you are? Her scanning process finishes within a second. Miss Clara Wingler. That's right. We've only heard each other over the phone. I'm impressed you recognize me so easily. Your name is written on the end of the bed. Look, I know she is not doing the humor part intentionally, at least not always, but why is she so funny? Why is she so funny? Is it because it's unintentional most of the time? She points to the name tag. She had simply scanned the room. Oh, the name card, of course. The staff member nods and passes the file to Lucy. I'll leave her to you then, madam. And please be wary of the glass shard in her hand. Not to worry. A shard of glass cannot harm me. Again. Again. She reaches out a shiny steel hand to Kakania. It is a pleasure to meet you, Miss Wingler. You are the only one who made the knot and successfully survived the storm. I have many questions for you. I wonder if they're gonna go into the brooch thing, because she did get also handed the brooch from Isolde. I remember back then we talked about the fact that, or you guys were speculating with me about the fact that it might have been, might have not just been the knot she made, but also maybe Isolde's brooch had a hand in her surviving. Especially about your condition, side effects, and what it felt like in the throes of the storm. However, due to my suspension from Laplace, my colleagues will carry out the quarrying for me. Your answers will be of significant help to my research. As a time traveler, you must have many questions for us as well. I will try my best to answer them for you.
What?
You're suspended?
I see.
Is that your first question?
Correct.
The answer is yes. I received a suspension order because... The robot tilts her head, searching for the reason in her almost ruined database. Yeah, she did get... or rather, she did go through a lot of, self-sacrificing moments. I violated the confidentiality agreement. I told an Arcanist in Vienna about the knot. Her name was... Kakania, I suppose? Yes, that seems to be the name. How impressive. We have never met before, yet you immediately filled the hole in my data. How did you do that, Miss Wingler? Oh, she... I can't remember if she knew that Kakania and her are the same person, or maybe this is due to her obviously having memory problems now. Because I'm the one you told. I'm Kakania. What on earth is going on? Have you forgotten about our conversations on the phone? Good lord, just when I think I've found someone I actually know in this era. Despite Kakania's increasing panic, Lucy remains remarkably calm. Do not worry, Dr. Kakania. My memory loss was an inevitable side effect of the storm immunity experiment. The data I still have left should be sufficient to answer most of your questions, though some details will be missing. Are there any other questions you would like to ask me? Experiment side effects? I suppose the situation here is no easier than mine. Realizing the sensitivity of the topic, she doesn't press for more details.
Immunity, you said. Miss Marcus calls it a catastrophe, and you call it the storm. Is this some kind of disease? Like plague or smallpox?
No. No. I am unable to answer this question. It is an unknown phenomenon. Storm, disease, and immunity are just terms we use to try and understand it. But an answer I can provide is, this is a disaster of time that covers the world. Only a few areas are unaffected by it. Both its origin and regulatory remain unknown. Using the ritual provided by yourself and investigator Marcos, we successfully found a method that protects people from the reverse, although it has its limits. That's it?
Precisely.
That is the summary of the situation. Even the person with the most knowledge on this subject has little understanding. Our research on storm immunity is still in its initial stages. We are far from fully understanding it.
Details like lineage, the thickness of pneuma, where you cast the ritual, and the order you tie the knot may affect the results. It is necessary for us to cross-check our data with those who survived the storm. Furthermore, you are a crucial witness of the Vienna incident. Dr. Kakanya.
We hope you will cooperate with the examination and quarrying, Dr. Kakanya.
Naturally.
I understand, madam.
Thank you.
I must thank you. Thank you again for giving me this opportunity. You kept your word and taught me how to tie the knot, but how I have almost nothing to give in return. But now, I'm simply here as living proof that the possibility of survival is not zero. That's all I have to offer. I haven't a clue as to how or why it took effect. I'm afraid I'm useless to displace into you. Damn. Okay, very, very pissed off looking. Is that so? Perhaps there is one thing you can do. Undo the hypnosis on Mr. Dietersdorf. Uh-huh.
Isolde?
Oh, Mr.? Did I just say Mr.? Oops, sorry. I just literally realized when I saw Isolde, I was like, wait, why did I say Mr.? Mrs. Dietersdorf. Anyway. Miss. She jumps out of bed like a startled bird. Lucy just keeps talking. Since she is a former member of Manus Vindicte, the Foundation attempted to question Miss Isolde von Dietersdorf. However, she did not cooperate, or rather, could not cooperate. Is she alright? I was present for most of what happened. Too, maybe the Foundation can question me instead. Lucy continues to ignore her. In brief, she has been in a state of hypnosis since she arrived at the Foundation. She still believes she is living a regular life in Vienna. Thus, we have made no progress. Investigator Marcos mentioned in her report that it was you who hypnotized Miss Dietersdorf. Kakanya takes a step back in horrified disbelief.
No.
No, it can't be. I hardly ever hypnotize my patients, and when I do, I'm extremely cautious about it. I didn't know it was even possible for hypnosis to last so long. I would never make such a rudimentary mistake. Would I?
Oh dear.
Oh my. What have I done? We have adopted every known method to undo the hypnosis, but all have failed. We came to the conclusion that you used your arcane skill to hypnotize her. That is why we need your help. Can you undo her hypnosis by casting your arcane skill? Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. She stares at Lucy, her breath rasping in her chest, unable to speak through the shock.
Dr. Kakanya.
Take a deep breath, Dr. Kakanya. She's taking a lot of deep breaths right now. Or more like shallow, quick breaths. Relax. Try to control the pace of your breathing. Breathe in, breathe out. Calm down. I can't. But you have taken a deep breath already. Again, Lucy, please.
No.
No, not that. It's my arcane skill. I can no longer use it. Oh. Psychological happenstance, maybe? Kakanya looks down at the shard clenched in her hand. A drop of blood is running down her palm. She forces herself to look up. With a bitter smile, she presents the shard to Lucy. As you said, experiments always have side effects. You lost something, so did I.
My mirror is broken. Believe it or not, I cannot use it to cast my arcane skills anymore.
Psychological stress, maybe? Okay. Very interesting. Very interesting. How will this go then? Empty mirror, huh? Let's see. Kakania stares through the doorway that Lucy left open. The echoes of their conversation are swimming in her mind. You cannot or you do not want to. Both. I can neither use my arcane skill nor do I want to. I can't control it, but Isolde...
Isolde!
I'm the only one who can help her. I'm the only one who can help her, aren't I? Then, just this once, I will try my best. I will. She bows her head. Relax. It's just an arcane skill, like you've cast countless times before. It's the arcane skill passed down to you through the Wingler family. Look into the mirror, and it will reflect whatever is on your mind. Tell me. Uh-huh. It feels like a lifetime since since she last cast her arcane skill. There's nothing in the mirror. It's as blank as her mind. She doesn't even know what question to ask. For crying out loud, what am I doing? This is ridiculous. It's not even a full mirror. How can I do anything with such a small fragment? Such a small fragment. I need a new mirror. Something bigger and newer than this one. Like, a hand mirror? Oh? Oh. Where did this come from? Hi? Before she knows it, the shard in her hand has transformed itself into a hand mirror. It's clear and familiar, but much too light. This is... At this moment, she realizes that the mirror in her hand is simply an illusion. It plunges her into a fragment of her memory. Oh boy, we're going back to somewhere. Back to Vienna, I guess.
Welcome, my friend.
Oh, hi, unique-looking model. Who are you? Here, this gift is for you. Okay, Kakania with out the coat and everything. Very nice. She has so many ornaments in her hair. Oh no, I couldn't possibly take this. I haven't done anything to deserve such a valuable gift.
Shh.
It's because of your help that I can now walk with you along the river. The Arcanum license, though a forgery, is quite valuable to me. So please accept it. I'll be glad to be free from its whispers.
What?
Wait, it can talk? Zemfira? That's an interesting name. Zemfira, don't tell me you pulled this out of some ancient tomb or something. Take it, and then I'll tell you. Uh-huh. You know, a hand mirror wouldn't be my first choice. The mirror I use in my treatments can generally be placed independently, either on a table or the ground. This reduces the risk of them breaking during the session. It's a safety measure, just to be sure. So you see, I wouldn't know what to do with this, despite my desire to hear the story behind it. I always prefer table or full-length mirrors. Okay, for a second I thought, wait, are her hands fully green? No, those are gloves. Those are very tight gloves. Also very long gloves, damn. They're safer, easier to place, and more convenient for patients.
My friend,
I understand, my friend. You're saying that this hand mirror is merely a gaudy plaything rather than a useful tool. But when people first created the hand mirror, they were looking for simplicity and convenience. In the end, though, they became rather meretricious? Meretricious. Attractive in appearance, yes, but a little practical use. But of little practical use. Just like Arcanists, isn't it? I beg to differ. Arcanists aren't like that at all. We have much to offer, the world.
I have seen it.
Then you should take it.
What?
Your arcane skill, so intriguing, yet horrifying. People more than anything fear their true desires being revealed.
A bit of a Romanian accent there, I'm guessing, or from that region at least. So you need a container to hold all those overwhelming desires. I know. You already have 2 or 3 mirrors that are much wider and taller than this one. But to have so many mirrors and not a single one to be held in the hand? Well, the collection is incomplete, is it not?
No.
Not at all. It's simply isn't necessary.
You don't have a hand mirror? How can that be? My friend, you simply must have a mirror.
A hand mirror for yourself. She's really pushing this thing on her. Well...
Okay.
Alright. I'll take it. Thank you, Zemfira. Oh my, it's heavy. Has this been painted with tempera? And I must say, I don't recognize any of these patterns. Well, here it is. My very first hand mirror. A heavy, well-decorated, expensive medium for my treatment. Better put it very carefully. Oh, put it away. Better put it away carefully. Actually, yes. I've made up my mind. I'll take it back and show it to everyone. I wonder what Albert will say after I so vehemently refused to get a hand mirror all this time. Now, Zemfira, would you please tell me the story of this mirror? Oh, is she gone? She looks around. There isn't a single person to be seen. Zemfira? Where are you? Oh boy. I thought we were done with the spooky shit. I thought we were done with the spooky shit after the highway for a bit. But here we are again. Diving into someone's broken mind and memories. Where did you go? Where's the mirror? Where's Zemfira?
Zemfira, she...
Oh, hello, my dear country neighbor. You've come to the right man, Doctor.
Kakanya?
Zemfira set off for the... Caucasus some time ago. Didn't she tell you she was going...
Ilich?
She... Wait, Ilich? Okay, this is someone new. I heard she gifted you a talking mirror. Then I'm sure you'll be interested in this too.
Doctor!
It's a talking porcelain basin. If you wipe it down, fill it with clean water, and light it just right. You can use it as a mirror as well.
What?
I'm sorry. What are you talking about? Or rather, why are you here? In the Foundation? Oh. Snapping back to reality. Unable to answer such questions, the illusion is broken. It fades away along with the mirror in her hand. Slowly regaining control of her mind and body, Kakanya returns to the board once again. She knows this will happen again. It's only a matter of time. All she can do is... There's a file on the table. The Foundation has clearly expressed their requirements and suggestions within it, much like Lucy has told her.
Yes.
Help. As she scans through the file, Kakania comes to a decision. Yes, I need their help. To help her to regain control of my arcane skill. She presses the intercom button above her bedstand. Laplace Rehabilitation Center, how may I help you? Oh,
This is Clara Wendler.
Okay, I was pressing spacebar and was not progressing for some reason.
I agree to appear in court as a witness of the incident, and I will support the study of this storm. And I will also attend therapy.
I see. Please stay on the line. We'll reroute you to our specialist to make the necessary arrangements. Alright. So that's her push to become part of the Foundation. To get herself in order and also to help Isolde. Alright, interesting. Let's see. In deep mud. How deep does the rabbit hole go with this one? Mental health consultation room, Laplace.
Miss Clara.
Welcome, Miss Clara. I'm your attending psychiatrist. Before we start the session, I'd like to confirm something. Oh boy. The sound of the clock slowly lulling you in. What happened to make you lose control of your arcane skill? Do you remember? Memories flash before her, jumbled and messy. She closes her eyes as she tries to recall. She's taken back to her days in Vienna. Oh boy, how far back are we going? Zemfira,
My friend.
This is as far as you go, my friend. We've walked a long way. You should head home. It's best not to be alone in the dark. What about you? We enter the world alone, and we leave it alone. It's a natural way of things.
Hey.
Don't worry, my dear Kakania. We'll see each other again. I promise. But... oh, she's from Russia, okay. Or she's going to Russia. But Russia is so very far away. Are you sure you'll still remember this place?
I will remember.
May I at least walk you to the edge of town? There's a station there. I can take the tram back.
No need.
Why?
I want to remember our last day together. Is it so awful to want to extend it just a little longer? Or is it because you don't want to see me anymore? If that's the case, I'll return the hand mirror you gave me right now. It's because everything I wanted to say has been said, and the blessing has taken effect. Simply looking at you makes me happy. It gives me hope to know there are still good people like you in the world.
Bless you.
That's why I gave it my blessing. As long as you don't break the mirror, you will feel its effects. Uh-huh. What are you talking about? Of course I won't break it. Then please don't ever say that you'll give it back. And remember these words.
Disaster will fall on the shards of a broken mirror.
Uh-huh, the good old saying, yeah. Don't forget. I won't. Although I still don't understand. Ask no more, dear Clara. You kept asking us wanderers what we wanted. You learned that Illich desires fortune and that Laura longs for a life free from hiding. But I haven't given you my answer yet. What I'm looking for is... Uh-huh. And we cut away. What do you long for, Zemfira? And where is the mirror you gave me? Okay. Interesting.
My mirror.
The hand mirror. It appears that every time I think of it, either my memory of my arcane skill goes wrong. Oh, either my memory or my arcane skill go wrong. Okay. I see. There's a close connection between your symptoms and your hand mirror. Noted. Then let's take a deep dive into your mirror. Could you describe it to me? It's ornate, finely decorated, but it's far more than an ornament. It's my very first hand mirror, and it shall never be broken. Why do I get the feeling it is broken? Living room, the Wingler house.
Albert.
Albert, look, my first hand mirror. My friend and I had a discussion, and I've decided to use it as a key element to improving my self-awareness.
Clara!
You're back! A hand mirror? May I have a look?
Such a delicate mirror. It is perfect for your first hand mirror. Your first hand mirror is for reflecting yourself. Your first table mirror is for observing others.
This is an interesting saying. Your first hand mirror is for reflecting yourself, your first table mirror is for observing others. The only thing missing is the Wingler family crest. You'd better present it to Father for his approval.
Why?
Why should I? I have no need for his approval. Please consider it for me, would you, Clara? Father would like to know about this. He's always wanted to understand you better. Fine, if I must, I'll show him the mirror, but I don't want his approval of the crest. I'll simply present it to him. I won't allow him to destroy it.
You can't keep doing this.
You really should. There's a lot of repressed stuff in your brain, huh? I already know what he's going to say. You really should show more respect for Father. You really should be more restrained. Don't disgrace yourself. Stop associating with the lower class. Right. Act like a decent middle-class lady. And become a part of this beautiful society.
But...
Should I really? Oh.
Miss Clara?
What?
I'm sorry. What are you talking about?
Oh, my mind wandered again. Sorry.
No worries. It happens. You were talking about the hand mirror and your brother Albert. Is there anything else you want to share with me? Is there? She asks herself.
I don't
recall where the hand mirror ended up. Perhaps it's broken.
No.
People say that a broken mirror is a bad omen. You've mentioned that it carries some kind of blessing, though it sounds more like a prophecy to me.
Yes.
A prophecy, yes, or the disaster that would follow the breaking of the mirror. Hi. Hi, brother dearest. Been a while since I saw that image. And it has come true. Because of that blessing, Vienna is gone and Albert lost his arm. All because of that broken hand mirror. Like the one that broke in the storm? Actually, we don't know where the hand mirror is, and prophecy is just my personal understanding of it, not an objective truth.
Miss Clara?
So let's not jump to conclude. Arcania jumps to her feet.
No.
You're right, it is a prophecy. The mirror must be broken. That's why I can't do anything. It's because my mirror has broken. All of them. Okay. So that's her current mental state, huh? This is what she is locked in at the moment. At the moment, she buries her head in her arms. The mirrors in her room start to tremble. They shake and crack, one after another, as Kakania falls back into her memories yet again. Oh, hi, Isolde. How's it going?
It's breathtakingly exquisite. It looks more like a frame for a delicate piece of art than a mirror.
Doctor.
And look at the spiderweb detailing. Just gorgeous.
Oh boy. Oh boy, hi. What is this thing? It's pure blasphemy. This is hardly a mirror, let alone one that associated with the Wingler name. It's an utter disgrace. Clara Wingler, what do you think you're doing? Uh-huh. Hi, pissed off daddy dearest. Her memories swirl in her mind, surrounding her like the fragments of broken glass that are now all over the floor. She sits with her head in her arms, her body shivering.
My mirror is broken.
The mirror is broken, just like Vienna is broken. What on earth am I doing? What on earth can I do?
Oh boy. Well, you can help Laplace research the storm, maybe? And keep going from there? It might help. Who knows? Oh, speaking of the storm, this just reminded me, just going back to here to this menu very quickly. I noticed this when I was clicking into it. In the menu, Lucy obviously has the umbrella that has been developed here, the one that protects against the storm effect. But when you click one more time out, it's just a black umbrella. Very funny detail. Very funny detail, actually. Anyhow, part 4, A Wisp of Wind.
Miss Clara.
Sorry, Miss Clara.
You may have lost control of your arcane skill because of the trauma you've experienced. I should have focused on this in previous sessions. I missed it. So for the immediate future, we should keep you away from any mirrors or reflective surfaces until you overcome this disorder.
Very interesting. Even the psychiatrist in this story gets a full-on voice actor. This definitely feels... Was Kakania's story the first? No. Lucy was the first one, right? That was on the banner. So her story was first, right? Unless... No. Kakania came later, so her character story must have been the second one. Again, very interesting. I wonder if this story is getting the attention more because this one is way more tied to chapter 7 and the aftermath. Because this is definitely like an epilogue for Kakania, essentially, for after the events of the chapter.
Do you agree?
The room has nothing but a pair of chairs and a table with a desk lamp. They sit across from one another.
Yes.
Yes, Miss...
Miss? What was that?
Yes, Miss... Doctor.
All right.
Alright, let me explain the treatment plan the Foundation has created for you.
The psychiatrist keenly identifies that Kakania's mind has started to wander. She taps the writing board with her pen. Kakania looks up and blinks.
Oh, my mind wandered again. Sorry.
What's on your mind this time?
Kakania glances around the room, her eyes eventually falling on the dim yellow lamp.
Nothing. It's just this room reminds me of somewhere. I've been in one similar to this before, back in Vienna.
What were you doing there?
I was going to meet a friend. A friend, it seems, that I never really knew.
Would you like to talk about this, friend?
I'm very sorry.
Sorry, I don't know where to start.
Do not worry.
It's okay. Let's get back to our topic then.
Miss Clara.
I'm sure you've noticed, Miss Clara, that I've never stopped you from consciously or unconsciously recalling traumatic memories, as you did just now. This is the initial stage of our treatment. We guide the patient to trace back their traumatic experiences in order to identify any cause and triggers of their disorder. Then, through the controlled exposure to these triggers, we start a process of desensitization. That's probably not how you say it, but anyway, that's a lot of zzz. With the final goal being to help the patient create positive coping strategies to deal with these triggers. This treatment, it's quite different from the therapeutic strategies I'm familiar with. In what way? For me, pushing patients to relieve their traumatic memories is never good. And recalling trauma too frequently would only serve to damage the patient's psyche further, even exacerbate the isolation of these traumas in their mind. While free talk and the more difficult conversations that stem from it can be useful too to build trust, focusing only on trauma won't benefit anyone. This conversation is quite something. Two psychiatrists talking about psychoanalyzing someone. She literally. So you prioritize psychoanalysis, I see. Remember the first time we met? You expressed your disagreement with the session agreement. I still think that a weekly session is too infrequent to sustain psychological observation.
No.
I understand, and I've explained before, psychology has moved far beyond the exploratory stage of the early 20th century that you're familiar with. Psychoanalytic therapy, talk therapy, if you will, has seen many advancements throughout the century. To be more specific, Laplace's psychotherapeutic method has long been separated from Freud's. Many of his theories have been proven wrong. Yep. This is not her era anymore. It has never been clearer than now. She clenches her fist, and a sharp pain shoots from her palm. She looks down to see a blood-soaked shard clutched in her hand. She's still holding on to that in her palm? Damn. Ow. This... Oh. Never mind.
Miss Clara.
What are you looking at, Miss Clara?
Miss Clara?
This is a fascinating story so far. The whole concept of someone's broken mind and trying to mend it. And this time around, it's not Kakania who is mending someone, it's someone trying to mend Kakania's mind. While Kakania is also trying to mend herself on top of it.
I'm hallucinating. Thank you for telling me. What do you see? A fragment of a mirror.
My mirror is
As I said, my mirror is broken, and I haven't been able to use my arcane skill since. Yes, the report stated that your arcane skill is related to mirrors, that they serve as a kind of wand for you, but it didn't tell me this.
What is it that you can do with a mirror?
My arcane skill is Winkler's Mirror. It allows me to see what people are thinking. You can understand it as reflecting people's inner desires into the mirror.
The psychiatrist takes a moment to contemplate this.
I see. This is how you treat your patients. So now, during our conversation, you fear I'm prying into you, because now you think that's what you did to your patients.
Mm-hmm.
You no longer consider that treatment the right way of helping people, do you?
During our treatment, I'd like you to shift your understanding of yourself. You're not a psychiatrist in our sessions, Mrs. Clara. You're a patient who needs treatment. To be honest, you're not the first psychiatrist I've treated. There are a lot of people at headquarters who have been traumatized by the storm, including some of my colleagues. How are they now? Before I answer, I want to ask you a question. Have you heard about this theory?
Growth is the process of behavior reinforcement.
This sounds like behaviorism.
I thought you'd recognize it. Well, our method could be seen as a distant, less extreme evolution of behaviorism. It's called recognition reappraisal. We work with patients to identify and reframe the negative emotions they hold toward a particular traumatic event. Eventually, as they learn to better reorganize and manage their emotions, the trauma will feel less overwhelming than it once did.
Okay, interesting approach. With patients to identify and reframe their negative emotions they hold towards a particular traumatic event, they learn to better reorganize and manage their emotions. Right, okay.
And to answer your question, most of my colleagues were able to modify their emotional response to the events that traumatized them through this process. A small number of them are still under treatment because they haven't been able to reframe the negative emotions associated with their trauma.
Their friends didn't make it to the safe zone. Seeing the hands reaching out to them, the melted painting-like faces, it keeps haunting them.
Right. And I do know one story right now, which I recently went through, where a person's hand literally just went through the safety zone. Oof.
Much like how it haunts you, doesn't it?
Speechless, Kakania looks down again, opening and clenching her fist repeatedly. There's nothing in it.
You unconsciously replay the events in Vienna before the storm over and over in your head, and you keep mentioning that mirror. You relive those negative emotions again and again, but are unable to reframe them, to understand them differently. I'll need some more information in order to help you in this process.
Doctor.
What do you need to know? You identify yourself as a psychiatrist and, outdated though it may be, you have a strong knowledge of psychoanalysis, yet you still use your arcane skill to treat your patients. It sounds counterintuitive to me.
Uh-huh. Kakania furrows her brow.
Yes.
You're right. It is counterintuitive for a psychiatrist.
My arcane skill is one of my therapies. In fact, my treatments are based on Dr. Freud's theory. I treat my patients with science. This arcanum is just a kind of parlor trick.
I see. A fusion therapy using an arcane skill and following Freudian theories could have some lasting value. I wonder, have you ever used this on yourself?
Uh-huh. Yeah?
What do you mean? I mean, have you looked at yourself in your own mirror? I'm sure I must have, but... Yes or no? It's not possible,
Your first hand mirror is for reflecting yourself. Your first table mirror is for observing others.
Every Wingler knows this. I had a mirror, so I must...
No.
I must have... Have I?
Have I looked at myself in my own mirror?
Maybe you did and you didn't... You hypnotized yourself to the point you don't even remember? You used it to repress a memory? Or an event in your childhood or recently? Maybe you looked into the shard of the mirror as as the storm was happening? And did something? Alright. A good time! I am sure that is a trick title. Knowing this game, that is probably a trick title.
It reflects your inner thoughts, like a mind's endoscope. I cast an arcane skill on it to help your thoughts surface. Look at it, and tell me what you see.
Oh, have I? Did I ever look into it? Look into myself? Before it shattered?
Oh boy. Middle-aged male. What is this thing? The color and design are vulgar, and I don't see our family crest on it. Such a hand mirror is unsuitable for a lady. Even though the surface of the mirror is rather smooth, it simply cannot do. Clara Wingler, you cannot take this as your first hand mirror. Daddy dearest?
I neither seek your opinion nor your approval, Father. I'm simply here to inform you that I have my first hand mirror. There is no longer any need for you to give me one. That's all. No, wait. Father, it's a gift and a blessing from Clara's friend. I think that's why this hand mirror means so much to her. And you, Clara...
Her friend? What friend? This isn't that damnable gypsy again. Okay. I keep forgetting in which time period we are right now. This isn't the damnable gypsy again, is it? Or one of those filthy arcane vendors, scurrying around in the shadows like rats? No matter who it was. The moment you brought this mirror into our house, it was a humiliation to me and the whole Wingler family. Your first hand mirror? Ha! Don't be ridiculous. It isn't qualified to be a Wingler mirror. In fact, it tarnishes our very name. I warn you not to try to win my approval with an inferior product. Inferior like your friends.
Father, this is too much.
Albert.
I fulfilled my promise. I showed him, and from now on, this is my mirror. I'm leaving.
Clara.
Clara, wait. Just a moment.
Where's she going? She cannot take that mirror with her. I won't allow it. Take that thing away from her, Albert.
All is good. Yeah?
Father, please, let her keep it, will you? You can give her another one as her first official hand mirror.
She didn't mean to. She didn't mean to. She meant every word. She spends her life on her career and ambition and pays no mind to the shame it brings to this family. As long as she continues to lead such a shameless life, my humiliation will never come to an end.
Father! Arcane vendors like rats. Need I remind you how you made your fortune? If the Wingler name is truly as noble as you claim, then why do the gentlefolk of the upper class always decline your invitations? You've worked so hard, haven't you, to hide away your past as an arcane vendor and wear the mask of a nobleman. Or should I say a noble human?
You...
I'm simply telling the truth.
You know I'm right. I'm simply telling the truth. The more you try to distance yourself from your Arcanist identity, the more people are reminded of it. When you criticize Mother for keeping in touch with her Arcanist friends, you don't realize it's because you don't have any friends anymore, and somewhere deep inside that stings. I pity you, to be honest. At least I have true friendship.
Clara Wingler! What right do you have to accuse me? You who have dropped out of university, had multiple scandals with married women, and started an illegal organization? Damn. Damn, Dad, calm your tits. But you are right about one thing. It's not your patients who should be sent to the madhouse. It's you.
Father, do we have to end it this way?
Take it from her, Albert.
Clara!
That soundbite. The servants block the door like silent statues. She cannot leave unless she gives him the hand mirror.
No.
No need. I'll do it myself.
Oh, is she gonna break it? She raises the mirror high above her head and throws it to the ground. It shatters as it collides with the floor. Mirror shards scatter around the room. Oh boy. Clara! Her eyes are firmly fixed on her father.
This is the last time I do as you ask, father.
Aww.
Yes, it shattered. How could I see myself in it?
Oh boy. Okay.
I never even had the chance. It was destroyed, like the table mirror that shattered in the storm.
Kakania gives a weak smile, but soon freezes. She sees the broken table mirror. She sees the rain in Vienna. Oh boy. Uh-huh.
Madam,
The hand mirror was too broken, Doctor. I couldn't see myself in it, so I decided to let it go. It's insignificant, I thought. There are far more important things to come. How naive I was to not see.
our society is broken, and like a mirror, it will keep shattering into ever smaller pieces. No one can put them back together on their own.
So it is my duty, Doctor, to appeal to the people, to urge them to face the problems in our society, to do something to change it, to repair it. How ironic that, in the end, I will be the one to hasten the breaking of it beyond repair. Why me? Why did I survive? I can see why you'd think this way. But I think you keep saying this because...
You're still blaming yourself.
What else can I do? Take this shameful event for granted. Feel lucky and cheer for my second life. Why should a girl so full of sin survive? What about those innocent people who still had hope for life? Who wanted to survive in this world? They turned to dust and were washed away by the storm. Why did they die? What was the meaning of it?
What is the meaning of the storm? Good question, my dear.
So you looked away because you couldn't face yourself in the mirror. But you won't often find answers unless you look for them.
She hangs her head at this gentle accusation.
At least give it a try. Take a look at yourself in your own mirror.
Huh. Solid advice, Doc. Solid advice. So I did say a good time. Definitely a trick title. The Left and the Forgotten. Okay. So far, this is a very fascinating character story.
Have I looked at myself in my own mirror?
I haven't because the mirror broke. Or did I do so before it shattered? And Zemfira's prophecy, did it come true? Disaster will fall on the shards of a broken mirror. Disaster.
She struggles to search for any useful details in her cluttered mind.
No.
Arcania jumps from her chair, its feet screeching against the marble floor.
I remember now. It did come true. Disaster struck. It was Albert's arm.
Huh. Is she gonna blame that now? Go back in this clinic, huh? Is she gonna blame that whole thing now on her breaking the mirror? Or was she blaming her breaking the mirror on that happened because of it?
What brings you here? You haven't recovered yet. And don't bother. I won't apologize.
But
But what? Why are you still trying to defend him? It's because of him that you lost your arm. What on earth are you thinking? Those trust fund boys who try to disguise their bullying as duels. Do you really think that changes the reality of their behavior?
Damn. I mean, it's noticeable. I'm trying to do at least a bit of an accent here, but is my brain trying to autocorrect itself back to normal?
You know I won't sit idly by.
I know, but I'm still sorry I didn't stop you. You can't keep doing this, Clara. It's unseemly to go around roughing people up with your friends from the street, and don't get me started on the horse manure.
What?
I just asked them to join me for a walk, as any lady would do. Any lady would do. What? If one seldom walks on their own 2 feet, isn't it normal that one would occasionally trip and fall into some manure? Just blame the fact that horses are allowed in the park.
Ah, I see. I see. I see what she's saying there. Okay, yeah. Like, oh, who can blame me? He tripped.
Or are you suggesting that I bring them to my clinic and expose all their deepest, darkest secrets with mirrors?
No, I most certainly am not. Father was already angry about the incident with the hand mirror, and now this. You've messed with someone you shouldn't have. His family's research extends to almost every corner of the affluent classes. It's affected our family business. Father is, well, he's furious now, and he may take his anger out on you. So please, Clara, come with me to apologize to Ethan before it's too late.
Oh dear.
I swear on my life I have no idea who Ethan even is. I simply beat up a few fair-haired boys I didn't like.
Clara.
Albert.
Clara!
I said I wouldn't apologize, Albert. Don't force me to do anything I don't want to, alright?
No, Clara, I'm not forcing you. I know that will never work. I'm begging you. Just this once, alright? Just apologize and everything will be fine. Father will forgive you, and Mother will be happy too.
I'm begging you.
That same old trick. He knew I couldn't say no to him. But not this time. I had a way to shut him up.
Then can I beg you for my hand mirror back?
What?
You clearly think of if you beg me. I'll do as you wish. So if I beg you, will you repair and return my hand mirror to me? Exactly as it was once was? If you do, I'll apologize. Well, can you do as I wish? You can't, can you? My mirror will never be the same, nor will your arm. And that's why I won't apologize, Albert.
I mean, she has a point there. I thought he'd give up after hearing this. Well, of course he didn't. Soon after, he paid me another visit. Clearly, the security couldn't turn down a young man with only one arm.
Clara.
Hey, Clara.
Albert.
Why are you here? Come in. Let's talk inside. But if you're here to persuade me to apologize to that man, then don't bother.
No, actually, I've been thinking about what you said. And I'm here to show you something.
What?
What?
Remember?
Your hand mirror, remember? The one given to you by your Roman friend. The one you would rather break yourself than give over to Father. You said that if I fixed it for you, you'd apologize.
It's not possible. It was utterly destroyed. The glass shattered into pieces. How could you possibly put it back together?
Actually, I did it before you even asked me to. I tried my best to fix it, and I put in an animal frame. I put it in an animal frame.
Okay, but I didn't dare give it to you until you said...
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, it's your first hand mirror. Please, take a look. He reached into the bag on his side and pulled out the mirror. But before he could hand it to me, I stopped him. What I'd said before was nothing but a shameless taunt. Sorry, but this doesn't fulfill your half of the agreement. I'm still not apologizing.
What?
This isn't exactly as it once was. Look at the cracks. And the frame too. My hand mirror didn't look like this at all. A talking wash basin filled with water would do a better job than this. At least that would only show one reflection. A talking basin? Just a metaphor. In short, it's not so much a mirror as a sign of my failed rebellion. That won't change, no matter how well you fix it, Albert. It's not like that. Clara, I repaired it because I wanted to give it back to you, not to make you apologize to Ethan. It's not a sign of failure, nor is it useless. This is your very first hand mirror, and a gift from a dear friend. If it's truly so unimportant to you, then why did you bring it up back then? Take it back, Clara. And please, forgive me for not standing up for you when you confronted Father. He's a good boy. He's a very good boy. Now I feel even more sad that he went insane and melted away. It's meaningless, Albert.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
But
we don't always live for meaning.
your first hand mirror is for reflecting yourself. Your first table mirror is for observing others.
You've helped so many people with the table mirror I gave you, and now...
You should...
It's time for you to reflect on yourself.
At least give it a try.
Interesting. Interesting. Did she use the broken mirror to look at herself, and that cascaded into something absolutely insane? Maybe? Maybe not. But very interesting. Very interesting.
Take a look at yourself in your own mirror.
Uh-huh.
Albert.
No, Doctor.
I
still don't understand. Ask no more, dear Clara. Who's this now? The illusion's voice is familiar. It's warm and soft. Oh, is it gonna be Isolde? It is not the voice of any one person, but of many. Ah. Okay. What do you want, Albert? I want you to be free and happy. As you want all people to be. What do you want, Zemfira? What I want is your safety. Those who speak out, who pursue their dreams through the tempest, won't flinch at their soaked clothes and the treacherous road ahead. I don't want you to get hurt, Clara. I want you to be safe and sound. You've asked many people the same question, but what's your answer? What do you want? Gakania looks at the shard in her hand. What do I want?
What then is my dream?
Oh? The surface of the shard flickers, revealing a mirror reflected in it. A mirror reflected in a mirror, oh boy. It's the mirror that was once broken, but now it appears whole again. Symbolism. The hand mirror that she once held so tightly. That's a lot of symbolism there, buddy. The mirror being reflected in the mirror, or in the shard of the broken mirror. The day of rebirth. Sephiroth? Sorry. Oh.
I see. I used to...
I remember now. I've seen it before.
Mm-hmm. At that moment, when I took the mirror from Albert's hand, I was almost burned by the heat of the handle. I imagined him tightly gripping the mirror with the only hand he had left as he awkwardly stood at the door of my clinic. That was not an image I wanted to see.
Look at this thing. I can see the glue between the cracks. And these pieces don't even go together. You're really bad at this, aren't you? It looks like you've never once worked with your hands. Hand.
The quick correction. I mean... Actually, wait, which hand did he lose again? The right one or the left one? I can't remember. I think the right one, right? Clara!
Why?
Why didn't you just take it to the factory and ask them to do the work? They're professionals. At least they could have coated the mirror with silver to cover the cracks. In its current state, my reflection is split and shattered too. It's almost incomprehensible.
But...
Pull yourself together and stop fidgeting. Be a gentleman, Albert. And I will be a lady and keep my promise. Not to apologize, but to reflect myself.
Oh boy. I wasn't only talking to Albert, but also to myself. It was an announcement. I took a deep breath and tried to recall the feeling of casting my arcane skill. But the mirror reflected nothing.
I don't see anything. That's all. Or does this mean I have no desires? Interesting. Heinrich would like to know about this.
She studies her reflection between the cracks in the mirror.
No.
But it doesn't feel right. Perhaps because it was broken?
Clara.
Be patient, Clara. Before he could finish his sentence, the image in the mirror twisted, revealing an object within it. Another mirror! Though the cracks split it into many pieces, I could still recognize it.
What is this? A new mirror? What do you mean?
Is this my innermost desire?
A mirror reflecting on our mirror.
I saw it before.
Actually, I want to know, is the I don't know if the story is gonna answer. Someone's probably gonna have a someone is probably gonna paste the breakdowns of the story. But right now I'm thinking, like, is the story supposed to be like Kanya is the mirror for other people? Like she is a mirror that reflects other people's innermost desires. So if she looks at herself in the mirror, she sees another mirror, essentially. Huh.
I saw it before. In the hand mirror Albert fixed for me.
I saw another hand mirror, reflected into shattered one. I thought my arcane skill didn't work, but upon reflection, maybe it did work. This must be the symbol of my dream, my desire.
Oh, or rather that she wants to be the mirror for other people.
Back then I wanted a new mirror. An independent, free kingdom. A new world for Arcanists. A brand new world. I wanted it. And I got it.
Yeah, you definitely got it.
But...
this was never my intention. I've always tried to do something, to make a change. But what can I do if I can't even undo the hypnosis on my own patient?
She closes her eyes bitterly. When she opens them, her eyes are fixed on the shard in her hand yet again. Oh, there's the image from the background of the menu. Oh, and there's the mirror again. Moments before, when she cast her arcane skill, a mirror appeared in it. The mirror covered in cracks and glue marks. The mirror Zemfira gave her.
Is this because I can't seem to shake the thought of this hand mirror? Or is it another illusion of my arcane skill? My innermost desire, revealed by my arcane skill. Is this the mirror given to me by Zemfira?
With Zemfira's name in her heart, she decides to try it again.
Zemfira, you once prayed for my safety. So could you tell me if it's real? I shouldn't hurt myself to confirm its existence, should I? It's been an illusion so many times, it has to be real just this once, doesn't it?
She rubs the shard, trying to erase the image reflected within it. No matter how hard she tries, the reflection remains firm. She casts her arcane skill again, but nothing changes. The hand mirror given by her friend, broken by herself, and put back together by her brother, still sits in its reflection. Despite its repair, its cracks are still clearly visible. Like in life, no matter how much you heal, the damage will always be there.
The cracked mirror. How did I not see it? The marks here show it must have been shattered before.
I know it's not new. I know it's not perfect. It's not even a very useful mirror.
It's only...
But still...
Why?
I wish so dearly for it to be in my hands.
Uh-huh. A teardrop falls silently on the shard.
I know that civilization is fragile, that life is fragile. But if life is destined to be broken, if society is doomed to be shattered, then we should at least try to repair it. Because we shouldn't live in a broken society. This has always been my dream from the very beginning. I just want everyone to find their happiness, to lead a harmonious life together.
It's only...
Why didn't I realize it sooner?
Why?
Why didn't I tell Isolde, Albert, or Zemfira? Why didn't I tell them earlier? Why did I say those pompous, flowery things to Isolde instead of the simple truth? Why was I so cruel to Albert when I could have expressed my joy and gratitude to have him as a brother? And Zemfira, I was too young and naive to give her my encouragement, to express my wishes for her.
Teardrops rain down on the shard, running on its surface, and gathering in the cracks of the hand mirror within.
Why?
Why couldn't I fix Vienna?
I was so focused on the text I didn't even notice that the character model is actually crying right now. Oh boy, you are blaming yourself for a lot of things.
In the way Albert fixed this mirror for me?
Girl, there was no fixing that. There was a solution, but the solution came way too late. At least there is something for future storm events now. She managed to regain her arcane skill, but it's not enough to fill the hollow in her heart. Our friend can no longer hear her confusion. The only thing left is this reflection of her gift.
The prophecy of Zemfira. So then this mirror will not bring us disaster. Rather, it has already protected us from one.
Oh. Sorry. I'm distracted by tears. So then this mirror will not bring us disaster, rather it has already protected us from one.
She gave me this blessing, yet I lost her mirror. I lost the whole of Vienna. If only they could be here with me. If only I could touch this mirror again. If only I could fix everything.
A knock on the door pulls her back to reality. Oh god, Isolde walks in.
Miss Kakania?
May I ask?
We've been informed that you applied for an arcane skill experiment. We're here to take you to the field. Are you ready?
What?
Uh-huh.
Oh dear.
Oh, I completely forgot.
Naturally.
I've been spending so much time blaming myself that I ignored the most important thing. The thing that can be done by me, and only me.
I should piece the shutters together and mend it.
Okay, she basically said what is on screen, but and fix the mistakes I made, yeah, okay.
To undo the hypnosis on Isolde.
She holds up the shard and looks at it through the light from the window. There's nothing in it anymore. But Kakania knows there was a hand mirror in it, vivid and clear.
Thank you.
Thank you, Zephyra. Thank you, Albert.
Miss Kakania, are you there? The staff member opens the door and is startled to see Kakania already standing in the room.
Yes.
Thank you for coming. I'm almost ready.
Thank you.
Is there anything else I need to do? Yes, here are the things to note. First, please remove any items that might damage yourself or the experimentation field, such as jewelry.
Alright, she's getting herself, she's putting herself back together slowly. Slowly. How does this end? The story of tomorrow. Gonna get a glimpse into the future a tiny bit. Joint Committee of SF.
I'm very sorry.
Sorry, I didn't... What did you say?
Do not worry.
It's okay. I'll repeat it for you. Please pay attention this time. Laplace updated our diagnosis of Miss Isolde's condition while you were receiving treatment. We've determined that she is experiencing a state similar to post-traumatic stress disorder.
Oh yeah, I mean, that woman is a walking PTSD. Jesus.
One that is particularly persistent.
You can say that again.
To put it simply, she's gone crazy.
Telling the banana it's yellow, huh? Fuck's sake. Alright. Kakania unconsciously clenches her fist. It seems to have become her habit. Kakania is a JRPG protagonist. She's clenching the fist. You know anger is building up.
Then her condition, it isn't because of my hypnosis?
No.
That was such a nice such a nice and sorta almost dismissive sounding no.
Even taking into account the unknown of your arcane skill, hypnosis couldn't achieve such a large shift in personality. As it turns out, she was actually unable to cooperate with us, not unwilling to.
Miss Clara.
We're sorry, Miss Clara. I understand you accepted the treatment in order to better control your arcane skill because of her. But given her current condition, we strongly suggest you don't use your arcane skill on her, as it could stimulate her already unstable state.
Oh boy.
May I at least take a look at her? I've read through the visitation rules. I promise I won't make physical contact, nor will I pass her the mirror in case I cast my arcane skill. That still poses considerable risk. She seems to think she's still an opera singer living in Vienna, before those family tragedies ever happened. The Foundation staff guarding her are strangers, so they won't trigger her memories. But you're different, Miss Clara. Your arcane skill, or even just your presence, might trigger her memories. Considering Miss Isolde's arcane skill and the potential damage it may cause, triggering it will only raise her threat level, and will be forced to reduce the already limited freedom she has. We're trying our best to avoid that.
Oh boy.
Personally, I'd suggest against breaking this fragile balance we've managed to maintain. Not even a single meeting? I just want to see her. Maybe just once, as long as you promise not to try to de-hypnotize her. I promise. Then I'll submit a visitation request for you. The staff at the detention center will contact you about any follow-up procedures. And you'll have to complete that rigmarole yourself. Rigmarole is a word I use quite a lot, I think, but seeing it used in text is always funny. Quite rare, actually. I understand. Okay. Are we gonna see the meeting here? Detention center of the Foundation. Oh boy. I think we will. Kakania stops at the iron gate of the detention center.
Please?
Please fill out this visitor sheet, including your name, time of visit, and purpose. You know, in many ways, the Foundation headquarters remind me of Vienna. Especially in moments like this. Well done. Here you are. Thanks for your cooperation. Please, stand behind me. I'll open the door for you. You'll have to go inside alone. Remember, you have 30 minutes before the lights turn off. Once time's up, you need to come out as quickly as possible.
Thank you.
Oh boy. After 3 rounds of procedures to obtain approval for the visit and discussions with 4 departments to allow me to bring personal items, I'm finally here. Her voice gets quieter and quieter as she speaks. Because she hears familiar, ethereal singing. Enthralled, she makes her way to its source. It's Isolde. She's singing. Oh boy, how will this go? Not an aria, but the Tristan chord. Okay.
Hörst du sie noch? Mir schwand schon den Klang. Sorgende Furcht bier dein Ohr. Dich täuscht des Laubes säuselnd Getön. Das Lachen schüttelt der Wind.
Oh. Also, I will not lie, the immediate first half sentence of the first chord, that was so loud in my ears, I jumped in my chair. My whole body just went like, oh! The hell? Alright.
Nicht der Schall tönt so hold, des Quelles sanfte rieselnde Welle rauscht so wohl nicht daher. Wie hört sich sie tosten noch Töne im Schweigen der Nacht, nur Nacht mit der Quell, der meine Hart in Schweigen der Nacht.
Blue Pock, probably. We hired a German opera singer. We need to use this. Alright. Wait. Oh shit, I didn't mean to click that away. It was just an Excel. I wanted to see the lyrics again. One more time. Where does it begin? Blah blah blah. Enthralled, she makes her way a suitcase singing. Can you still hear them? They're out of my hearing already. Anxious fears confuse your ear. You are misled by the grooves, whisperings, laughingly rustling in the wind. The calling of horns does not sound so sweet. It is the streams, gently murmuring waves, flowing along so gaily. How could I hear that if horns were still calling? In the still of the night, it is just a stream that laughs with me. He who is waiting for me in the silence of the night. There is probably meaning behind this specific song being used. Something to do with her state of mind right now. She softly responds.
Die alte Weise. Was weckt sie mich?
That old tune, why does it wake me?
Wo bin
Waken
ich?
me. Where am I?
Wo bin ich?
Where am I?
Das kann ich dir nicht sagen.
I cannot tell you.
Ich war,
I was
wo ich von je gewesen.
where I had been before,
Wohin auf je ich geh.
and where I am destined to go. So this is the other, that will be the singing partner, I guess, for this scene. Their response. She stops, taking a table mirror out of her bag. Oh boy. This table mirror has attended countless treatments, including Isolde's. Its cracks are clear to see.
This belongs to you, Isolde.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Oh. The stand makes a noise as she puts the mirror on the marble floor, yet it doesn't wake the lucid dreamer. Oh. She opened her eyes.
Doctor.
Oh.
Listen, the fallen leaves rustle when you step on them. Isn't it just like a beautiful song?
There is no response but the sound of footsteps growing even more distant, ever more distant. Footsteps that once echoed in the streets of Vienna and will continue to echo in her dreams. But not here. Oh.
You said you had a personal opinion on Isolde's condition. May I ask what your opinion is? Why is she behaving like this?
When a person experiences trauma that is too severe to bear, they will often revert to a time when they felt the safest and happiest. So I assume that, in her mind, time is frozen in the best days of her life. Oh God, this image again.
Wenn du bereits eine Entscheidung getroffen hast und denkst, dass ich schuldig bin, wenn das die Lösung ist, die du gebracht hast, werde ich sie mit Freude annehmen. Ach, Doktor, e lucevano le stelle.
Thank you for the flashback. Thank you for this flashback.
If you knew you were listening in a dream made of lies, would you still embrace it? If this is the salvation you'd hoped for, I will accept it, if I must. Miss, you may close the door. I've ended the visit early.
But
you left your mirror behind. It's against the... I know. I signed the agreement. But it's in the corridor, not her room. Could you at least leave it there for a day and take it away tomorrow? You can put it on my record as a member of the Field Agent Administration.
Dr. Cacagna.
Hi? She turns toward the voice and finds a familiar figure standing by the other end of the gate. It's Marcus. Hey! I knew I recognized the voice.
Miss Marcus.
didn't expect to see you here. I just returned from a field mission. I hurried over as soon as I heard you were here. But did I just hear that correctly? Have you joined the Field Agent Administration? There must be other choices. You don't have to...
Yeah.
Yes, there are. But I've already decided. I will join the Field Agent Administration. I couldn't possibly work in government. That's never been my goal. And never will be. I wanted to introduce you to the Timekeeper before you made a decision. She also leads an independent team.
Oh, does Marcus lead her to the Timekeeper?
But I've already made up my mind, Miss Marcus. Do you know what kind of institution the History Maintenance Team is? I mean, its members and the missions they perform, Yes, I'm fully aware. They're an expendable unit. Field agents can be abandoned at any time. The name explains itself.
Are you sure?
Would you give a second thought to meeting with the Timekeeper? Maybe after talking with her, you'll have another choice and... I'd love to meet her, but only because she's a friend of yours. Perhaps after meeting this friend who can forecast the storm, I can finally bid farewell to our old era and welcome this new one. I suppose your mind's made up then? We all have our responsibilities to bear, and this is mine. Our era was so brutally washed away. You saw it too, and with the History Maintenance Team, I can do something to prevent the destruction of others'
eras. That is so hard to say with that voice.
It's the right thing to do, don't you think?
Is this farewell?
Oh, sad Marcus. Don't make Marcus sad. You dingus. You bird.
I've already said goodbye once, so no, it isn't. Thought I cannot guarantee anything. There is a voice in my head that says...
One day, I will see you again.
But this isn't the best place to chat. Let's go.
She points through the gate. Outside, the moon tenderly climbs up the sky. She walks outside without looking back.
After all, the path before us is the only way ahead.
Oh boy. This woman made peace with everything. Oh boy. Okay. Oof. This was definitely a good one. A very hard-hitting one as well. Whew. Whew. The whole shtick of blaming yourself for everything that happened. Oh boy. Oh boy. Also the tiny little bit at the end where Isolde for just like a moment seems to be lucid and calls out to Kakania upon seeing the mirror. Whew. Ooh, baby. That was a heavy one. But she is working with the Timekeeper. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna... I think I said at the beginning of the video, I will be reading in a moment through her 3-part character story, just to see what that is about, and to just see the weird interaction she apparently has with, well, the interaction she has in the wilderness with Isolde. Oh god. But first, I have a survey to complete, so excuse me for a moment. Alright, survey fully done. Tasty resources. Right. Oh yeah, also I realized while I was doing the survey, I was making a comment earlier about the gloves and the outfit being without the coat and everything. Look, I don't have the character, so I completely forgot, and it's been a whole year almost. I forgot that this is her promotion outfit, where she drops the hat and the coat she has. But yeah, this was definitely a story. about psychiatrists rather, and the whole self-reflection thing. Still very interesting. I do wonder what the whole part was with her seeing a mirror in the reflection. Again, to me, it just felt like she is seeing herself as a mirror to others. But so when she looks into the mirror, she sees just a mirror staring back, which is quite interesting. Or just how locked in she is. I don't know. Very, very interesting. This is one of those times where it's very hard to break down a character, I would say. There's probably a lot of material out there, and I think in the past we also discussed this, but it's been like 7 or 8 months at this point, so it's been a while since then. It's been a while, but yeah, definitely a good one. And I don't know in the end if I would say that she has definitely progressed as a character. That is definitely for sure. However, might be. I don't know if the way she now wants to progress with her life is a good. I mean, it's a noble cause, but it's also a. Well, she's definitely on a path of self-destruction right now. As a shattered mirror herself, huh? But yeah, this was definitely good. And of course, at the end, her wanting to progress, just to help Isolde, but then has to not do anything, because if she does something, that could actually destroy Isolde completely. In that case, there's a huge possibility of that happening, right? So yeah, that was definitely something. But anyway, I was asked to look at the wilderness conversation between her and Isolde, which is interesting. I don't think there's gonna be any conversation happening, but like I also said, I also want to see the little the 3-part story that you unlock with progressing through her trust. So let's start with that first, and then we're gonna look at the wilderness conversation between her and Isolde. Okay, so part 1 is called The Caged One. The Enlightenment once again brought about the liberation of thought. Scholars and social activities raised the torch of reason, dispelling the dark veil that the High and Mighty had cast over the minds of the people, and further raising humanity's reverence for civilized society. They firmly believed that reason led to the door of truth, that all things could be deduced from the known, that man could use reason to control everything about himself and place it above sensibility. Thus, human nature was once again imprisoned, and reason became another fetter that caged the spirit. Ha! Interesting. They stuck their hands into the noose of rationalism, unwilling to remove the crown representing light, even when oppressed to the point of breathlessness. Humans should be pure, evolved, without a trace of beastliness. Hence, studies on hysteria and the interpretation of dreams are rendered absurd. Man must not disregard ethics, or they will be like beasts, nor should they lose their reason to desire, nor fulfill their dirty wishes in dreams. Those were times. Good lord. In the treatment room, Kakania closes a hefty volume. The solid yet tiny sound of the book closing temporarily ending her contemplation of the work. The door opens gently, and a lady of status walks in, sitting on the sofa opposite, extending her well-defined hand and gently holding Kakania's. "Thank you, Doctor. I never knew such desires were completely natural to have." The lady's sad face shows a blush of shame, but her eyes drop in a liberated manner. "Now I feel like a complete person, not just an empty shell." Kakania covers the lady's hand with her own, patting it gently, then discreetly withdrawing her hand under the pretext of putting the book back on the shelf. "Yes, we should respect all that we are." Ha, interesting. So she's essentially studying up on something, and one of her patients walks in, and yeah, again, it's very funny how her patients are always enamored by her, but I think we discussed this in the past. I feel like that's kind of like a product of the times, because obviously a woman's status back in the day, back some decades ago, was not always in the best position, let's put it that way, to put it mildly, right? But at the same time, when you have then someone who is gonna be attentively listen to you and explain to you that what you're going through is not something to be ashamed of, or hysteria in this case as it's called, yeah, they will get attached to Kakania very quickly. Kakania has a certain riz, and it's the psychologist riz. Okay, second part. Until yesterday. I recognized this shoe-shining boy, his face flushed red. Deeply burying his head, I could see his exposed neck and the inside of his collar blackened by the dirt accumulated on his skin. I didn't want his service, so I took my feet off the stool several times, but my father asked me, "What's wrong, Clara? Does he not satisfy you?" The boy also said, "Please let me shine your shoes, miss. Your leather shoes are so beautiful." I looked at my father helplessly and angrily. He looked at the boy with a dismissive, impatient look, as if he had never spoken to him, never once kindly ruffled his fuzzy head. He was so content to enjoy his service as a person of high rank. As he said after leaving the old and noisy house, we should say goodbye to everything from the past. The Wingler surname has been renewed, and we must cut off all ties with our past as peddlers. Yeah, the guy was very adamant about casting their old poor life behind and just embracing the whole we are now rich part. Oof. But I couldn't do it. I remember him running through the alleys with me in shoes that had lost their soles. I remember his nose spraying snot when he laughed heartily, and I remember saying goodbye to him just a few days ago. Oh god. But now all memories have turned into a bowed head in front of me, and the distance between us can no longer be measured with a ruler. But how could a child dare to defy the authority of her father? I had to endure, and after he finished his work, I took the coin handed out by my father, secretly folded with my own money, and gave it all to the boy. "My father will thank you for this," the boy said, but my father turned away. I don't know your father," he said. "Clara, the party is about to start." Huh. Alright. Yep, he just completely ignores the little boy, even though he knows both him and his dad. Wow. What an asshole. Anyway, just like that, my former friend became a passing shoeshine boy. His name stuck in my throat as my father wanted, sealed together with the shameful years. I could no longer say it. Oof. Woo, baby, you had a life. Okay, part 3, simple communication skills. So, the mirror is a medium for you to perform your arcane skill. Yes, Miss Mouth. Miss Mouth. Yes, Miss Mouth. To be precise, any material that can reflect light and form images can serve as a medium for me to activate my arcane skill. Water, silver cups, glass, other people's eyes. There are many more I can use, but the images they reflect are extremely vague and distorted, like a lake with constant ripples, making it impossible to discern anything. Then please tell me, Miss Kakania, were you able to make anything out of my image in the coffee in your hand? Please forgive me my rudeness, Miss Mouth. I have endured numerous attempts to discover my identity. May I ask what you can see of me? Oh, a hint of red. It seems like a metaphor for destiny, but more like the capricious stroke of a painter on a canvas. A red that is very artistic and begs for
Deeper exploration. Your insight is very sharp. Not only did you remind me that I've always lacked protection from non-arcane skills, but you also helped me eliminate a batch of defective lipstick. Maybe next time we can sit down and talk? I never give you that opportunity to succeed, Miss Kakania. Interesting. How did she describe her again? A hint of red, it seems like a metaphor for destiny, but more like the capricious stroke of a painter on a canvas. A red is very artistic and begs for deeper exploration. Ooh, okay. I mean, it makes sense that the color red is associated with her, considering that the only time you ever see her is literally that envelope with the red lips, right? So, yeah. Okay, interesting conversation. Some of these Utu conversations do have some very interesting insight into Pandora. Anyway, we do have the wilderness conversation with her and Isolde. So let's see. Oh god, going already from the first sentence, this is gonna be great. Okay, let's see. Is that you, Doctor? You're here too, aren't you, kind doctor? She says nothing. Did I really hear your voice? Or was it just another trick of my own hysteria? Maybe my unstable nerves are feeding me lies again? She says nothing again. You're not here, doctor. You're not here, are you? Woof. Woof. I mean, she is fulfilling the promise, right? She gave to not talk to her at all. Ooh. Oh, that must hurt on both ends. That hurts to see. I don't even want to know how Kakania feels about this. She's the more lucid one between the two of them. It's very sad to think about that. If Isolde even sees Kakania in the suitcase or anywhere else around the Foundation, she's just gonna think that her mind is playing tricks on her. She's not gonna take that as reality unless Kakania actually speaks and responds back to her. Tragic Yuri, your name is Reverse. Jesus Christ. But anyway, this marks then the ending for anything to do with Vertin, I would say, at least for the major parts. The character stories are done. We did the chapter a long time ago. And it's now time to finally jump into chapter 8. So that's gonna be next time, the next adventure, the next episode. I'm looking forward to it very much so, because again, it's been several months since the last time of main story stuff. Not saying that there weren't good stories in between, but it's finally time. It's finally time to jump into chapter 8. Hopefully I can finish it before the next patch rolls around. As well, but like I said at the beginning of the video, it's a bit hard for time right now, and a bit pressed for time right now, so I'll see how I can do it next week. But regardless, next episode, when it drops next week, is gonna be the first part for chapter 8, and I'm looking forward to it. Hope you guys are as well, because it's been a while. It's been a while since then. But until then, thank you very much for listening. Hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did so, please consider leaving a like. It would help out a lot. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. And if you want to support me more directly, memberships are open. And as I always say, there will be no video behind a membership. It's purely there for support. So thank you very much to all the members already doing so. And I hope you all have a fantastic day wherever you are. And I will see you in the next part, in chapter 8. Until next time, bye-bye.